Hey guys, welcome back to Witcher 3. We are looking for Triss. She's in there somewhere.
Look awfully suspicious to me, tramp.
So let's see how we can get in there. There's quite a few of these priests around as well. I'm assuming this is locked. Let's... Oh no, it's not locked at all. Maxim Bollier.
Let me alone.
Alright, let's grab this stuff. Looks like nobody's using it.
Your papers. So strange.
Stagehand. Okay, these guys are getting ready for play. I wonder if I can look in the mirror. No, not quite. Kovir and Hovis.
Cursed mage hunters. Thought things couldn't get any worse.
Alright, I might read this at some other stage. Kovir and Hovis are without a doubt the richest realms in the north. Okay. And the actors. I wonder if Dandelion's around here somewhere. I wonder if I will run into him at some stage.
Your lads are bad for slapping the muck to the working man.
If you're a sword soldier, I think I've already read that one.
Don't bother me, please.
Oh, they're getting ready for a play. Okay.
Be gone with you.
Right. I wonder if at some stage we're going to watch a play here. We might do. I don't know why Geralt just rolled down the stairs there, but... Oh, this is locked. Okay, I thought it was going to be more difficult to get in to see Triss.
Got that twinge in me back again.
Okay, let's get out this door. Okay, she's in there somewhere. I'm close. There's probably a fairly easy way to get into where she is, but...
La 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 la.
The smoking room.
Eight and a kingfisher, you're sorted for at least 2 days. Just gotta adjust the good position where they toss the leftovers.
There's another quest down here. Oh, the mob. Alright. Don't really like mobs. Geralt doesn't like mobs.
They want more and more till you ain't got but your soiled breeches.
What? So Buckley Millet, they said. It'll pay off, they said.
Got the courage to repeat that slander to my face?
Readily. You are a mutant, a freak, a useless relic of a bygone age that should be burned like a withered branch.
How many people's lives have you saved? From Bruxay, from Leshens?
That has no bearing.
Asked you a question. How many? There's something to think about, folks.
Preacher's fierce in the mouth, but holler at him and his tail slicks between his legs. Come on, people.
You all just get off my back.
Alright, a little bit of experience.
Wouldn't be so pale if you ate onions and oil.
They want more and more till you ain't got but your soiled breeches.
There's a Triss in her house. Okay, it shouldn't be too... Oh, goodness, how do I get there? It shouldn't be too hard to find, but she is hiding from Radovid.
Our Novigrad, shining and brilliant, pearl amongst cities, cradle of the eternal fire. Yet it is here that darkness raises its hideous head. No evil can survive the holy fire. The holy fire enlightens, burns, and cleanses. Behold the flame of grace and mercy. Special pyre for you, freak. Nice, slow burning. You'll beg for mercy in all the voices known to you, like the others of your species. No. I wanted only to live like you. Help me, kind folk, please! Good luck! A Doppler!
Sure hope Dudu hasn't met the same fate.
Oh my goodness, alright. Things are getting pretty serious around here. Temple guard.
They burn so beautifully. Grand spectacle.
There are a few cellars, but I'm
Shitnose.
still looking for Triss. She's... How do I get in there? Must be one of these houses, but... I'm gonna leave this marketplace, the Hierarch Square. Alright, so I'm looking right at where she should be. Is she down there, or is it straight through one of these houses here? I think it's the next house along.
Must have left something. And what of it? This place has been picked through. Hey, sod off. We're looting here.
Want you gone by the time I count to 3. 1.
Hear that?
2.
Ooh, looky. Thinks he can scare us off.
3. Damn it.
Come on now. We'll split it. Plenty here for everyone.
I'm not a thief. Looking for the sorceress who lived here.
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Who's she hiding from?
Temple guards cracking down. All mages are fair game.
Yeah, they round them up like rats.
Someone's gotta know more.
I'd look for her in the Putrid Grove.
Putrid Grove. Interesting, as names go.
A hive of scum and freakery if there ever was one. No decent folk show their hides there.
That why you think I should look for my friend there?
I meant no offence.
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
I wouldn't know. Rumour has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities.
You'd fit in well there.
Maybe. Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you gotta get there through the sewers, but you gotta enter them outside of town. Few know where exactly, though.
Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief, follow him. Beggars and thieves gotta pay tribute to the king of beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king, crown, scepter, and all that?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah, for a man who everyone in Novigrad respects deeply.
And watch yourself. Menger himself don't even go to the grove.
Someone call for me. Wonder why. It's Menger.
Temple guard.
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber. What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorcerer's bitty shop. Think that gives you the right to steal her property?
Well, sorcerers, mages of all types are outlaws.
But by law, the temple guard takes possession of their belongings, and the rule of law still holds in Novigrad.
You know a bat can sniff out a moth a mile away.
Got nothing to do with their sense of smell. It's about their hearing.
Well, well. Man knows his bats. Here I thought you only cared about monsters. And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them. Novigrad's no place for your kind.
Heard Novigrad was no place for mages. Now you're telling me it's no place for witchers. So who's it a place for?
Righteous folk professing the one true faith in the eternal fire. Nothing I can do to you now, but just know that I know you're here. One misstep, one error, you'll make a mistake, it's inevitable. I'll be the first to learn of it, and when I do, it'll be standard procedure, like for every magic oddity who dares taint this city's air. Be seeing you.
Okay, sounds like they're one step away from burning witches. But for now, we're safe. Let's have a look around, see if anything is been left. Junction of spheres. Scholars have many vices. Possibly the worst among them is a tendency to describe the simple in unnecessarily complex terms. To dress the plain in the garb of false learning. Okay. May read that later, but I do want to open it up just in case it activates something. Another repair kit. Assassin's trousers. I think they're actually better than what I'm wearing. Now, is the door open? Can I get in here? Can. What have they done to this place?
Herbs? Roots? Just turned to healing?
Evening with a vampire?
Hairbrush. Only ever known Triss to use one like this.
Okay, let's head upstairs then and see if we can spot anything else.
Amulets are emanating magic. Gotta be Triss's. She was allergic to potions.
Witch's Signs. I should read that one. As a mule is neither ass nor horse, though it has traits of both, so are witches neither mages nor common men. Witches are able to cast simple spells they call signs, drawing on the basics of telekinesis, pyrokinesis, hypnosis, and so on. They are not, however, capable of utilizing more complex spells. Indeed, they treat real magic with reserve and distrust. Widespread in their ranks is an irrational, nigh onto superstitious fear of teleportation. Let me remind you that deadly accidents during translocational travel occur only once per 100 instances of such travel. That's still quite high. This aversion surely stems from the fact that witches do not possess inborn magic talents, but instead gain them during their infamous trial of the grasses. It can thus be said that their casting spells is an affront to nature, as is in fact everything witches do. Alright, let's check out this last bag here. Steel plates. Okay, some useful crafting ingredients, but we can go up one more level. left behind some clothes.
Triss's. Never knew her to drop them on the floor.
Looks like she left in a hurry then. Hopefully she got out with a teleportation portal or something.
The Rose of Remembrance. All dried up.
Okay, I think that's it. Let's get out of here then. And then I can follow the thieves and see where they go. I was onto something then when I started following the shady characters.
Oh, deepest apologies, Governor.
Fetch some metal, you wretch. I've been robbed! Thief!
Where?
You're a fierce one, but you've fairness in your eyes.
Wonderful.
Look for thieves in the main square and carefully follow them. Are any of these shops open? Oh, this looks like the tavern here as well. Let's go to the tavern and see what's there. There should be a notice board. Ah, here it is. Let's check out the notice board as well. A reminder, most honourable townspeople, please remember to warn any passers-by who might currently be found beneath your window before emptying your chamber pots. Okay. Contract haunted house. I seek a witcher of unsullied reputation, who will undertake the task of combing the residents on the outskirts of the city recently acquired by the undersigned, in order to find and drive off or kill the creature which is haunting it. Kurt Dysart, Count of Ankle. Imp contract from the Merchants Guild. Now then we have notice of a thief. Miraculous hair-growing formula he sells is nothing more than, well, water. Okay. Contract monster in the bits. By order of the city council number, so and so, a reward has been set aside for the killing of the monster, which torments and murders residents of the bits after dark. Okay, another contract. Then we've got fist fights. Nice. I'll grab those and take a look at them later.
I've heard of you.
He looks like a thief, doesn't he? Character there. No, it's the townsman.
Such lovely natural surroundings.
Okay, where's this? Wait a minute, where's the inn? Right.
I believe I ate.
Let's go into the inn first of all. See what we can find here. Is it? What's it called? Books and Scrolls. Oh, this isn't the inn. This is the Books and Scrolls. Right. I know there must be at least one inn in this place.
We're already.
Marcus Hodgson.
It can't be. White hair, yellow eyes, slashed face. Just like he said. Geralt of Rivia, known as the White Wolf, the Butcher of Blaviken.
Geralt of Rivia's enough. What is it?
A man came to me a few years past, paid me to keep a book for you. Said you'd come for it one day.
Who was he?
He didn't introduce himself. But the book has a red cover, that I remember. I'm sure I've not sold it.
All right, see if I can find it.
And perhaps glance at the others while you're at it.
Be glad to look over what you got.
I'm kind of more interested in selling the books I have, but I should have a look at what he's got first of all. The Ways and Manners of Skellige Folk. Necronomicon. That could be interesting. Pearls of the North. How to Avoid Colossal Vessels book. Okay. Beast of the Tukaj Foothills. Ghouls and Alghouls. Golems. Insectoids. Basilisks and cockatrices. I would like to buy them all and quickly read them, but I don't have that much money. So instead, I might see if he's willing to buy some of my items here. The Ladies of the Wood. Actually, I shouldn't have sold Hendrik's notes. Should have. They're pretty important, I think. Anyway, let's just sell off some of this stuff. Yellowed Diary. Get a little bit more money. Sweat and Blood. Can I sell off the manuscripts as well? Scribbled document. Sword for Witches. The Wonders of Zeracania. Wild Hunt. I'll just sell off one of those. This information should be in my journal as well, I'm thinking, so I shouldn't need to have it have all these books on me, although they don't weigh anything. So the do-it-yourself book, Ghouls and Alghouls. Oh, okay, I still need to read that one. Okay, that's fine. Care for your sword, soldier. Right, that'll do. So let's have a look around for this book that I'm supposed to be... Oh, that's it there. I think I found it straight away. The Merry Adventures of Muriel the Lovely Harlot, Illustrated Edition.
The Merry Adventures of Muriel the Lovely Harlot, adorned with humorous engravings.
Okay. On one occasion, Muriel went on a journey to see her auntie in Maribor, accompanied by her nursemaid. Their path took them through a forest, and in this forest lived a raucous troop of bandits. This infamous group was led by Flynn Selms, and all the king's men had been unable to bring them to justice. Alas, such was Muriel's great misfortune that these bandits chose to attack her carriage. Muriel's nursemaid was old, blind and deaf. She did not wake up when a tree fell in front of their carriage with a loud thud, nor when the bandits fought a fierce battle against their guardsmen. When Flynn ripped open the carriage door with his muscular arms and stepped inside, Muriel had to deal with the danger herself. "Make our guest comfortable, young lady," the old nursemaid muttered in her sleep. Muriel obediently carried out her instructions. Is that the book that I was looking for? Oh, there's another one here. The treatment of furuncles through cauterization.
The treatment of furuncles through cauterization. A study.
Everyone's seen a boil, usually more than they'd care to. These deformities don't just mar your beauty, they can be signs of disease, or even the disease's cause and epicenter. If your lungs wheeze and your heart flutters, or if you're just sick of pustules, you can carve them off and be free of this ill for good. When you go to carve off a boil, use a sharp knife, okay? Don't know why anyone would have left that there for Geralt. Let's try this one over here. My manifesto, the life of Jacques de Aldeburgh.
My manifesto. Must be it. There's a letter inside.
Okay. The reasons for choosing Jacques de Aldersburg as Grand Master remain a mystery. The Order of the White Rose had gone through a crisis in those times and was on the verge of collapse. So one might guess that the Brethren wished to have someone decisive as their leaders, someone with a clear vision. De Aldersburg was precisely such a man. One of his first decisions was to change the Brotherhood's name to the Order of the Flaming Rose. The most puzzling aspect, however, is that the Order and the King himself decided to trust a man who, for all intents and purposes, had appeared out of nowhere. They say he was a wanderer, an itinerant priest who moved crowds with his speeches, declaiming non-humans. They say he worked miracles and showed his flock visions of a world destroyed by the White Frost. He was undoubtedly a man of great charisma, one instilled with unshakable principles, which he in turn tried to instill in others. Was he truly a source? Was he indeed gifted with raw magic talent? That we will never know for certain. Let's check out this letter here. Witcher. In the ocean, letter from A. In the ocean of possibility, some events are more likely and some less. It is not easy to fish out the first, not even when one's intellect stretches through all time and space. I'm trying to remember that kid's name from Witcher 1. Was that Albert? I left this letter for you in the hope that despite all odds you will come across it one day, for I must warn you, mankind is threatened. The prophesied destruction by the White Frost is not just the babbling of some mad she-elf. Perhaps I'll have the opportunity to convince you of this in person. If not, I must rely on this letter, which you will read many years from now at a time when you know more than you did when we first met. Know that nothing will save the world except preparing its entire population for this catastrophe. The old tales say a child of the elder blood can stave off the danger, but I tried and failed. Ever since I have been haunted by a hideous vision. A crowned wraith, the spectre of my failure. I was the chosen one, and the chosen one failed. You and your brotherhood are our only hope. When the time of the wolf's blizzard comes, men shall perish, and only the Ubermen will survive. Your duty is to give the world... Your duty is to give the world Ubermen. Whatever you think of me, do not fail as I have failed. Yeah, the child in Witcher 1. I can't remember his name. Was it? I think it was Albert. I'm pretty sure it started with an A. Vampire's last likeness. Message from an old friend. Let's check out that quest. Where is this message from an old friend? That's what... Oh, quest completed, message from an old friend. Okay. Taromancy. Let's have a look at completed quests. I just want to see if there's more information about a message from an old friend. Geralt found the book, and inside it a letter from someone he had once known, though he gave no outward sign of it. This filled him with touching recollections of old times. To this day I don't know who the old friend was, nor what he had written in the letter, and that's a shame, for judging by Geralt's behaviour, therein lies a very interesting tale. Okay. Well, I think I'm done here for now, so let's head outside and see if there's any other merchants around.
What are you doing here?
Let's drink, for it's nearly night.
You staring at, buddy? Ah, he's a thief.
More cautious than I thought. Can't get too close.
I've been robbed!
Okay, well, they're obviously not that cautious. I think it should be fairly easy to follow him out.
What was it happened to Folters again?
Now, it was said that the thugs said that you probably need to go through the sewers to get there. This guy's just disappeared. Ticket seller. I'll talk to him later.
In springtime, the roads wet with rain.
Sir, be merciful. Give us a crown, eh? My mum's sick, and if I don't feed her, well, she's like to die of hunger.
You made me lose the thief.
All right, I'll give you some coin, but you gotta tell me where the Putrid Grove is.
I don't know that. Keep your coin, I don't know a thing. Move on. Be gone!
He obviously does know. Oh,
Wobbly. Need some overripe sheep's feet.
come back.
The bonny birds that prance by here, teats like full bellows.
He sensed something. Gotta stay further back.
Okay, he's getting more cautious now.
You look familiar.
Okay, we
Will
dropped
we
it off.
receive any restitution for our investment in Temeria, now lost? We've spoken of this already.
With this guy, so I'm going to follow him instead.
More cautious than I thought. Can't get too close.
Okay, this is quite a long walk here. There's the shady characters.
My head's finished. Sick of it all. I'm a right handy dandy. The ladies find me handy.
What's he doing here?
Hard times we live in now.
Don't push.
Wondered if I could, well, have a go for not this trousers.
Oh, right.
Baby, there were barrels beer and a cup in my right hand. And over we coffee in this chair.
Greetings, Your Honour. Good to see you again.
Bring us the usual.
Of course. Keep this up and you'll earn yourselves a preferential rate.
Good, I enjoy shagging freaks. And three-titted wenches abound in normal brothels.
Open up.
Who are you and what do you want?
Doing some sightseeing. Kinda curious about what's beyond this gate.
My brother-in-law was curious. Worm's been eating him for 5 years now.
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer, methinks.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it, gotta contribute to the Grove's upkeep.
Don't know the password.
Pay up then.
It's only 50. It's not too bad.
Catch.
Let's give him the 50 orange.
You may enter. Oh, right after you leave me your weapons.
He'll be safe in the locker.
That doesn't sound like a very smart idea, but, fine.
Fine. Make sure you don't lose them.
No worries. Be waiting for you once you're done with the king.
Well, I don't like leaving my swords behind, but Geralt is pretty handy even without them. Where did he put my swords? Anyway, let's have a look around. Meet the king of beggars.
Lay me down with a barrel of beer and a cup in my right hand.
The Rosemary and Thyme, the hottest spot in Novigrad. Okay.
He died a drunk.
Convince those names on the city council that spells are not needed on a whim, but positively indispensable.
I won't listen, my lord. They're scared of Menga.
In that case, please convey that if any of them should fall ill, he can stick his head in the flames of the eternal fire. Now, permit me some rest.
Hey, free boy. What do I gotta do to get a lovely colour like yours back?
Look me straight in the eyes and lie, just like your pa. You're a good lad. Now go play. Mummy's got to get some sleep before she goes to work.
I'll get that little shit. Teach him to step on my shirt.
Put some ointment on her, else you'll get puffy.
Already did.
Are they playing cards, are they?
Hey, darling. Cute love. King forbids any trickery towards
Fucking
mages.
hey, yours.
Reason too much.
Okay, so up here somewhere should be the
Would you mind demonstrating
beggars.
your dexterity?
I'm bound for the market square, love, if you'd like to come and watch.
Not what I had in mind. I was thinking of a bit of
I wonder if
enjoyment.
there's some shopkeepers during the day. I might meditate here later and see if there are some shopkeepers here.
I'm dying of poverty.
Excuse me, fellas, this is the wrong house, isn't it?
Help! Save me! I'm dying. of
Okay,
poverty.
how do I get into that house?
Watch it, tramp. Novigrad's not your stomping ground.
Publishers.
What do you want?
Oh, it is up here. Okay, let's try this.
How are things?
Good. More and more people come to our...
Triss.
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Your spies tell you I was looking for the Putrid Grove?
My skull would be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to the ground. And please, Putrid Grove? Ugly name for our cozy little hideout, wouldn't you say?
So what would you call this dive?
Dunno. The Garden of Liberty, maybe?
For a man who shakes down beggars and thieves for tribute, you're quite the romantic.
You say tribute, I say taxes. You say thieves, I say hard-working street clerks. See, Witcher? I've got plans. Big plans. Far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City Council is a puppet troupe with the hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural?
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along. What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Merigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Merigold parted with someone very dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on, let me give you a taste of my life.
Okay, so where are we going?
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. Nice to hear a few kind words, but my friend needs his weapons.
Course, I got 'em. Said I'd have 'em, give 'em back. So I'm giving 'em back. Here's your junk.
Thanks.
You watch out for yourself, miss. Novigrad's not what it used to be. Not a city for you.
I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely?
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
Her? Here? No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
Who indeed? Well, let's follow Triss and see if she knows. It's not the meeting I expected. I wonder if she actually has a house here, or she lives in the that grove there with everyone else, with all the other mages.
Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
I can do that. Where'd you toss the package?
Near the crane. Second bridge in from the harbour.
I didn't expect such devotion.
Wanted to freshen up anyway. Let's go.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heels.
Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug.
Okay, this sounds like a dangerous place to be for Triss. Alright, Triss.
Well?
Looks like we're heading down to the sewers. There's a whole bunch of other junk here that I could maybe grab. Bells of the North. A few books. I wonder if it's worth going upstairs. Probably not now. Let's head down. Is Triss gonna follow me? Find the secret passage using your witch's senses and then open it. Stop. Just the one?
There's a draft. Should be an exit here. Klug wouldn't have sent us here if there wasn't. Must be a lever on this wall that'll open the secret passage.
Could be an illusionary wall. Let's have a look around. Tour hand diagram. Enhanced thunderbolt. Alright, yeah, let's have a look around and see if there's any kind of mechanism here that we can activate. Find the secret passage using your witcher senses, then open it. Okay, I don't see anything here with my witcher senses at the moment. Oh, hang on a minute. There is something here.
Free City of Novigrad. Name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes three things. Coin, coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go after non-humans next. The elves occupy slums, but the dwarves practically control financial life in the city.
Official word is that Novigrad will remain neutral.
Judging by what
Somehow
Klug
doubt
said, the
anyone
parcel
believes
should be
that
around
anymore.
here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Okay, so I'm glad we've finally found Triss. Get to hang out with with the sorceress for a little while. The parcel is down here that she needs, and we're going to have a look for that very, very soon. And then I imagine continue exploring the rest of this fairly large city. There's still one notice board inside the city that we haven't had a look at, and a few more outside. So that's all for now. We'll be back for more Witcher 3 soon.